Hello comic book people out there, it is Wednesday and it is comic book day. A lot of different titles came out this week. Let me show you what I got. First up, I got Batman Detective Comics number 943, The Victim Syndicate Part 1. It's difficult for me to read this title, being that Tim Drake is no longer a part of it. He is mentioned briefly, in fact there's even a memorial put up in the Batcave that shows his costume. But Tim doesn't make any type of cameo appearance in this. Spoiler is still upset about the whole situation. Same thing with Bruce Wayne. Batwoman is somewhat kind of consoling Bruce about the whole situation and Tim being gone. It's not that this storyline is bad in any way, but the thing is though, I started to read Detective Comics specifically to read about Tim Drake. Without him being there or without him showing some sort of cameo appearance about how his imprisonment is by Mr. Oz, I don't find any reason to continue on reading this title. Which is really unfortunate, being that the writer is James Tynion, who happens to be a huge Tim Drake fan himself. But if Tim Drake isn't in the book that he's writing about, then what's the point? But I can continue on talking about that for hours. Anyways, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps issue number 7. It's the big fight between Hal Jordan and Sinestro, something they've been building up for the past 6 issues. It's a pretty darn epic fight, and it's something that we've been wanting to see for some time. The Prowler issue number 1. The only reason I read this issue is because it ties into the Spider-Man clone conspiracy storyline going on in Marvel Comics. I never follow the Prowler in any storyline whatsoever. If you want to read this book, it's okay. It's not a bad storyline. It does tie into the clone conspiracy, which is a good story in itself. And it gives a slight bit more background as to some of the characters that have died and are now back as clones, including him and Madam Web. The Flash issue number 9. The meeting of both Kid Flashes, or both Wally Wests. The story is good. The artwork is horrible. Look at this image right here. When I first saw that, I was thinking, what happened to Barry's head? But still, it's really cool to see both Wally Wests meet up with each other and sort of kind of make a friendship with each other. There's also a really cool Watchmen reference in this, referencing the entire Rebirth storyline. But the very last page totally dumbfounded me, and I can't wait to see how that's going to play out. Wonder Woman issue number 9, The Lies, part 5. If anything, this story was worth it just to see the reconciliation of Wonder Woman with Steve Trevor. Plus, in the next issue that continues on this storyline, we may finally get some answers as to what's happened to Wonder Woman's past. Superman Action Comics number 966. Superman meets with the new Superwoman, who happens to be Lana Lang. They're really making sure to show all the bonding between Superman and his son, and also showing that he is a family man. But I am liking that the old Lois Lane from the old universe has fully taken up the mantle of being the current Lois Lane in this universe, and even has Lana Lang's blessing. Titans issue number 4. This is continuing on the whole battle between the Titans and Kadabra. And so far, Kadabra has been beating their asses pretty damn well. The next issue looks like it'll be the climax of this story, and hopefully Wally Wests will be able to beat him down. Finally, the last comic book title I got was Batman Beyond issue number 1. Terry McGinnis has taken back up the mantle of Batman, but he's very much out of shape and he's not used to being Batman anymore. He gets his butt kicked by a bunch of different Jokers. This is a pretty good first issue to his ongoing series. All of his supporting characters are bonding and they're making themselves very much established to the point that they're going to be a part of this series. Like Max and his little brother, and eventually probably Dana too. They're all going to be giving him a lot of support. I don't want to give away who the big villain may end up being, but then again, we're not really even quite sure whether or not this person's going to be reanimated or not. But I'm loving this idea personally myself, so I'm excited to see how they're going to do it. But that's my comic load for this week. There were a few other comic book titles that came out that I may end up reading later, but at this point, this is all I've gotten to right now. But I'm curious, what did you read this week? What's your comic load look like? Leave comments down below and let me know. So thanks for watching me in this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon site when you get a chance, and hopefully I'll join you guys for another video very soon. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.